love is taking people that hate you and nurture them to life. I'm already preaching. I'm talking on love. People say that Daddy will come to teach us. But I have this to say. Because the world's foolishness is to be foolish and don't know that you're a fool. You don't know you're a fool. The message of love transcends anything we can ever think or imagine. It has nothing to do with our emotions or feelings. As a matter of fact, love will cause you the greatest pain. Love will cause you the greatest prize. Love is not that you make me feel good. Love is not that you provide for me. Love is that if you see my nakedness and see all the wrinkle, will you still love me the way I am? Will you bear with me? Will you cover me? Wouldn't you take me to the wolves? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. The world is like what I just shared. The world is like what I just shared. People that don't care a bloody hoot how you feel, how they hurt you. Because that is what the world was doing to God when he gave his only begotten Son. The world was hurting God. The world was dead in sin, in trespasses, in wickedness. Everywhere was filled with iniquity, with hatred and abominable acts. The world was not perfect. The world was not beautiful. The world had deviated from what God created her to be. The world never loved God and never wanted God. But God, in spite of all that, loved the world so much that he was not thinking about what they were doing, how they were hurting him, their hatred for him. He chose to stoop down, chose to come down. He chose to die for the world that is full of darkness, full of sin. The world that was ridiculing him. The world that hated him beyond anything that could be hated. He chose to show that he's not like man. He's not like the world. He's God. He is God. He is God. And God is love. Love is God. And because God is love and love is God, it is not about words. The word was rendering to him. And by extension, what we are rendering to him today. We can't turn him from being love. We can't change God from being love. God is love at all times. God is perfect love. Love is who God is. He can't change. So to show mankind who they were created to be like, because God created us in his image with his attributes, until man began to fraternize with the devil, and now have the nature of the devil. But God took it upon himself, being perfect love. He did not mind what man did. He came after man, trying to restore man to who he was before the fall. You are like me. We are created to love unconditionally. We are created to be like God. We are love personified. We manifest love. We give love in spite of how they hurt us, how they abuse us, how they withhold from us. Love has nothing to do with you give me. What I am giving to you might not be love. It might be a trap. And that you are loving me because I'm giving you something is not love. Because when I stop giving, you stop loving. Love is not how good you make me feel. It's not butterflies all over my body. Love, even in pain, does not condemn the objects of that affection. All love does is to redeem. Love always seeks for a way to redeem, to recover, to save, to make whole, to beautify, making sure that the ashes that you have become will be transformed into beauty. Love has nothing to do with feelings. Love is a person. Love is a person. Because when you say to somebody, I love you, make sure you are not lying against the truth. Make sure you are not lying against the truth. Because wrong, love counts no. I'm not going into the characteristics of love which we get in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I am talking about love as a person now. Love as a person. You look at the person that is killing you, you still say, I love you enough to forgive you. That is love. You look at somebody that has backstabbed you, betrayed you, handed you over to the enemies to slaughter you, and you still look at that person and you say, I love you enough, I forgive you, and I pray for you that you be made whole. That even in that moment of betrayal, of anguish, love never considered harming the objects, the recipients of that love. No. Hello? It never entered into the heart of love to which the one receiving the love, to which the person ill. It was never in the hearts of Jesus, even as he hung on that cross, to think ill about us. As his life was seeping down and his blood was running all over the place, he looked down, forgetting his pain, his bruises, his battered body, his broken heart. And he's still looking at the ones that betrayed him, the one he gave so much to, the one he loved unconditionally, who are crucifying him. All he could think about was humanity, man. He was not thinking about himself. He was not considering himself. He was only thinking about us. His thought was only for us. No matter what they did to him, he could not erase us from his mind. He could not erase us from his heart. He could not take his focus away from us, because each time he looked at us, he see the love of his Father that brought him down to this earth to pay the price that will reconcile man to him. And they say, for this purpose was I born. For this purpose I came to this point. If I hurt them, they will be gone forever. But there is no hurt in him. There was never any hurt in his heart as he hung there. His love even increased. His love increased to the point that he said, no, Daddy, forgive them. Don't put this on them. Don't judge them. Don't condemn them. I love them that much. And I know you love them this much. If not, he wouldn't have sent me. Don't put this in their account. Forgive them, for don't know what they're doing. I mean, it was so much love. Love took over the totality of him that he could not even think of pain. He could not think of the jeering, the mocking, the wagging of tongue. He did not even remember that they just bruised him and battered him and tore the skin of his body. His flesh was hanging loose. But he didn't consider that. If this is what it takes to make sure that they come back to you, that I'm ready, forgive them. If you turning your back away from me, if I be separated for you, even if for 6 hours or for 3 days, if it is what is going to bring them back, I'm ready to lay down my life. I go to the Hades, but you are going to have them. They will be reconciled to you, because I know how much you love them, and that love is what I came to express to them. I want them to know how much you love them. I want them to know that you are not judging them and condemning them. I want them to understand that I'm the express image of you. I am you in person, in flesh. I am love like you are loved. I want them to express your love and know your love through me. That as I'm laying my life down, it's you that is laying your life down for the ones you love so much, the ones you created in your image. And you are not ready to allow them to be taken captive by the devil. You are not ready to allow them to go to hell. You are not ready to allow them to be destroyed. Forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. So that each time you look at somebody and you say you love that person, you say, I'm in this for love. Remember that love is not words. Love is who we are. Love is a person. Love is in what we do. Love is manifested when you can love that unlovable person. When they hate you so much and you continue to love and cover. What do I mean? No, I have said it's not enough. Love is not, I love you. Love is that I see you down and I can't pass by. I give up my own comforts and peace and joy to make sure you are rest. I take a time out from whatever it is that is consuming my time. And I say, I want to help, I want to be with you in this. Love is looking beyond what you are doing to me or doing for me. And saying, no matter what, I'm in this with you. And you can't go so low that my love wouldn't get that low to uplift you. Love does not, child of God, work based on the responses that she receives. In this case, he receives because God is love. If God has to treat us the way we are, then God will be full of hate. But we know there is no hate in him. He can't be forced to his nature. Love is who he is. And that's why he's able to bear with every kind of situation, every kind of creation, every kind of thing. He can bear with us and still love us in spite of what we are doing, saying, where we are, how low we have gone. He still loves us. Wishing that we will reciprocate to that love, that we might be whole. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. God loved every one of us perfectly. There is no human being on this earth that God does not love. There is nothing he created that he does not love, because God created everything out of love. There is no evil in him. So he never created anything evil. God is not the one corrupting the world. God is not the one that corrupted the world. God is not the one responsible for the situation of the world or the situation in your life, because God can never give what he doesn't have. God does not give hate. There is no hatred in him. God cannot give sickness to you, because there is no sickness in him. He only releases that which is in him. Out of his own being, he created everything. And God is good, therefore everything is good. God is love, then we are products of love. And we ought to live accordingly. We ought to walk accordingly. God is not hate. There is no hatred in him. But the truth is that even as God loved the world and gave his Son, and Jesus loved us so much and gave his life, it is now dependent on us to receive that love and become that love. Hello? Please come here. God is love. He gave his Son as an expression of his love. He did not give his Son to condemn you. You represent the world now. Take this. Hello? Pay attention. He has given his love. Because he loves you so much, he doesn't want you to perish. He loves you so much that he knows that the place for the children of disobedience is hell. And hell was never created for any human being, because human beings are the express image of God. We are love. Hell was created for the devil and the demons. And he wouldn't want us to go to that place. So in order to rescue us, because every disobedient child will go to hell. Whoever live in disobedience and rebellion to God, to love, whoever reject this law will end up in hellfire, where the author and finisher of hatred dwells, the devil. God doesn't send anybody to hell. People go to hell based on their choices. You have the choice to either walk with love or to walk with hate. Whichever you choose will determine where you end up. So God has given us his love.